हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स। पिछले वीडियो में हमने आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ पॉरीफेरा पढ़ा था। अब पॉरीफेरेंस के साथ में, क्योंकि हमें इसमें स्लाइड प्रिपरेशन भी करनी है, इसलिए हम स्केलेटन की बात करेंगे। द स्केलेटन ऑफ स्पॉन्जेस, दैट इज स्पॉन्जिन फाइबर्स एंड स्पिक्यूल्स की यहाँ पर हम बात करेंगे। Now you have studied in other animals also. They have different type of skeletons. So is with sponges. The sponges, they also possess some sort of skeleton, and this skeleton gives them the body shape and structure. Now what is the type of skeleton here? All the sponges, they have a skeleton which remains embedded in the mesenchyme. That means here the skeleton, it consists of separate spicules, or it is having the spicules embedded in the spongin fibers, or in some forms both spicules and spongin fibers are present. Now what is the function of a skeleton? Always the skeleton supports and protects the soft body parts. So is with the sponges, that here also the soft body parts of sponges, they are supported and protected by the skeleton. Now in sponges, the skeleton also serves as the basis of classification. It is also one of the bases. Now first of all, we will study about the spongin fibers. The structure of spongin. Spongin is an elastic, horny, organic substance which resembles the silk in chemical composition, and it is a type of scleroprotein which is containing sulfur, and it is chemically related to collagen. It is insoluble in water and chemically resistant to protein digesting enzymes. So spongin fibers, they are fine thread like soft granular substances. Then spongin also contains large amount of iodine, and that is why in olden days this bath sponge, it was used by many medical practitioners to cure the croup. Croup is a condition of throat where inflammation and partial obstruction of larynx occurs. Now how the spongin develops. These spongin fibers, they are secreted by flask-shaped mesenchyme cells called spongioblast cells. So spongioblast cells, they are responsible for the development of the spongin. Then another type is the spicules. Now let's see their structure. So spicules, they are microscopic crystalline structures, and they give sponges their rigidity and form. Whatever type of rigidity the sponges they have, it is because of the spicules. Now these spicules, they consist of rays that radiate from a point. So on the basis of the organic matter they are made up of, we can classify them as calcareous spicules and siliceous spicules. These are the two types, and on the basis of size and function also we can divide them. They can be large sized or small sized. So there are megascleres and microscleres. Then on the basis of number of axes and rays, they can also be divided. So they are monoxons type हैं. So here we can see the monoxons. Different type of monoxons are shown here in the diagram. Then we have tetraxons are there, that is they have 4 rays each pointing in different direction. So these are tetraxons. Now they are of different types. Here we can see different type of tetraxons. Now in some the rays are equal, in some they are not of the same size. So first of all, the triaxons. So these spicules, they have 3 axes that cross one another at regular angles to produce 6 rays. So that is why they are called as hexasternal spicules. Then we have polyaxons. So these are spicules with several equal rays radiating from a central point. Now how they develop? The development of spicules. The calcareous spicules are secreted by special type of cells called sclerocytes. And these sclerocytes are derived from binucleated mesenchymal scleroblasts. Here we can see the secretion of monoxon spicule. So this is the cell, and where the calcium carbonate particle, it starts developing, and then it is converted into a spicule, and the cell, it divides, and then the spicule is formed. Here we can see the secretion of triradiate spicule. It can be seen. Scleroblast is there, and calcium carbonate particles are present here, and they keep on growing. Then they unite, and triradiate spicule is formed. So this is how the skeleton, 2 types of skeleton, that is the spicules, different type of spicules, they are formed, and the spongin fibers, they develop in the sponges. Now here we have some very interesting questions. What is the importance of a skeleton in sponges? You can write the answers in your assignment copy. Then discuss the type of spicules on the basis of size and function. Draw the structure of tetraxon spicules. Write about the development of spicules and spongin fiber. How these spicules and spongin fiber, they develop. Here you have to write the whole process with diagram. Thank you.